Good evening. We're starting out exactly where we left off on Monday because that's how save points work. Also, I have tweaked my microphone settings just a little bit. So if anything sounds bad or off, please inform me. Because I'm not the best at evaluating these things for myself. Now, if memory serves, I just got the spider ball. I didn't get the ice beam, though. I remember that there was a door in the Chozo ruins that I needed the spider ball for. That might have been where I was going, actually. Let's go there. Actually, I think I can check the map from here. I think I remember which room that was on the map. Oh, this is a place I haven't been to. Never mind. Very convenient map. Right, yes, this is where I was. It's coming back to me now. Pirates were trying so hard to hurt me. It just wasn't working out for them. Their agility is a tiny bit concerning. It's not enough to save them. I just remember that the wave beam is only if you're locked on, so it's kind of a moot point. My voice is low. My voice shouldn't be low, but that's the kind of feedback that's really helpful. Hold on. How does this sound? Am I more legible now? North channel door sealed. I could maybe just tank this. I sound tired? Oh, well, in that case, let me put the volume back. I think it's less that I'm like, whoops. I think it's less that I'm necessarily like low energy and more just that like hold that thought. I don't know, maybe I am low energy. I wasn't thinking too much about that. These things do happen sometimes. This machine is functional but not receiving power. 3 power conduits nearby must be energized for it to open. Blasts of electrical energy will energize the conduits. They radiate heat that's invisible to the normal spectrum. Okay, so that probably drains the lava. But yeah, Today has been slightly tiring. Not necessarily in like a bad way, just it has been. So maybe I am a little bit low energy. Also, it looks like the conduits are just in each of these doors, so... I did it. They've refrigerated the volcano. It can be done. Yeah, I believe what it said was the thermal visor doesn't necessarily directly measure heat, so much as it highlights abnormal temperatures. So, like, presumably, if it... Like, look at this still molten rock. You would expect that to be really hot so it doesn't show up as abnormal. Access to East Channel door granted. Lava within the channel has been cooled. But yeah, hopefully my voice is more legible. Hopefully there's less background, hopefully there's less background noise. North Channel door access granted. All of this for an energy tank. You know, I will say, I find that I'm generally more excited about energy tanks in Metroid than I am about pieces of heart in Zelda. And it might just come down to the fact that it's like much more of a reward up front when you find one. Like 75% of the time, if you find a piece of heart, it's a payoff later. But every single time you find an energy tank, it's an immediate payoff. Well, that was a fun little detour. What's through here? Zoomers. Bendesium debris, this is power bomb. And also on the map I see ice beams, so I like double can't go that way. Okay, zoomers. Hold on, I want to scan these guys. I don't think Samus has a crouch button. I don't think I can scan them to the floor. Oh well. Why can't Metroid crawl? Excellent question. It's probably because he's got a cannon instead of fingers. A puddle spore, sentient floating lava mollusk protected by an impenetrable shell. A puddle spore opens when approached, attempting to intimidate with its size. When opened, direct fire to its mantle causes it to flip into a defensive position. If it can slam shut, it ejects a spread of harmful energy globules. Look, harmful energy globules. Well, that thing just gave up immediately. Alright. I vibe with it. Burrower, tunneling insect predator. They're similar to beetles, though they prefer to spend more time underground. They seek seismic disturbances, then surface to attack. It has enough cunning to realize when something is too large for it to handle. Beyond that, it's fairly ignorant. What it lacks in brains makes up for with aggression. Must be a box. Instant loss on these things. foxes have big brains, we do. We're just... On top of that, we're just also really aggressive. That's not true, foxes are adorable sweethearts. Myself included. This hanging rock structure appears to have a weak spot near its base. Some stalactites can be dislodged from ceilings, allowing them to be used as platforms to cross otherwise unreachable areas. Get squished, idiot. Yeah, I'm rotating. Accidentally, sidestepped into the lava. I may have mentioned this before, but just like aesthetically, I really enjoy the wave beam. I think in terms of pure DPS, it's not necessarily the most powerful weapon, but it's very satisfying to use. I've always had a fondness for electricity weapons. As anybody who's had the misfortune of sharing a Helldiver's lobby with me can attest to. Oh, I think this is the other side of that room that I couldn't get through before. I think it is. Okay, is there anything down here? Yeah, I think I want to go up here. I remember its fireball tracker from several in the Chozo ruins. Also got an ice cream sandwich here half-eaten that I really should turn into a full-eaten sandwich. So because of the ice cream part, it's at risk of changing from an ice cream sandwich into two very soggy cookies. But yeah, no, Helldivers, the Arc Guard Dog. Taking that with me on every single dive. I'm only not doing that if I very specifically need another backpack. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Okay, that's a wave beam door that I think is behind his fireball track, so that's where I want to go. I think I've mentioned this before, but I actually really like... Hold on, thought. I actually really like how the Metroid series uses upgrades as like pseudo keys. It's like, I never got a key specifically that said Chozo Ruins West or whatever. But like I got the spider ball and I got the hey, missiles. But like I got the spider ball and I got the wave beam, which opened it up. Oh, they die in one hit. Bug Zapper. Let's go. I would need Grapple Beam to get that one. Oh right, I also need Boost Ball for this. I sent my Boost Ball in the wrong direction. Oh, jumped the gun a little bit. Speaking of guns... Isn't that a segue? I actually went to a hardware store the other day because I needed to buy a knife sharpener. And something kind of interesting. Whoops. Something kind of interesting. The knife sharpeners were behind glass in the same, like, case and display as, like, weapons, like actual shotguns and stuff. Return my own knives, it's cheaper than replacing them. In fact, sharp knives are safer. I see maybe that might just be my audio settings. Like, it's kind of aggressively noise cancelling, so it might be like taking some energy out of my voice. Also my performance. Maybe I am sleepy. I feel fine, but I might not be. Who knows? Oh, I remember this place. Isn't this place like a massive missile check?
Recorded to logbook.
Oculus generates electric pulses. It exposes its single eye when active. The electrical field that covers it is enough to deter most predators. If the Oculus detects anything capable of presenting a real threat, it retracts into its impermeable shell. I wonder if that will stay broken. Because if so, I can just leave and come back later. Can't get up there without the gravity suit. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll leave and I'll get more missiles and I'll come back. And then I'll see if the first ring stays squished. Why would I leave? Can I get missiles in here? Oh, wait, hold on. Something spawned.
Recorded to logbook.
A plated puffer. Mutated puffer with reinforced epidermis. Phase-on exposure has created a mutant strain of puffers on Talon 4. They develop plated skin, making them harder to burst. Concussive weapons can still do the job, however. The gas within the plated puffer is just as deadly as that within their cousins. was really hoping that that would go net positive, and it did not. Oh well. Killing the beetles in this room should be fine. Not sure why I stood back up. Ooh, missiles. Unfortunately, that didn't fully restore my missiles. It only came with the 5 that it expanded them by. Alright, a bunch of little guys in here should, get the job done. I'm gonna get the last 2 because I'll regret it if I don't. I can sense it. Perish. I hear bugs.
Data received.
Oh, the game's about to roast me. Oh no. Abnormally low temperature at ruin site. Okay, so that's probably where the ice beam is. Good to know. I'm on roughly the right track. Yeah, if I remember what's in that large tower, and if I can get it now, it is actually something that I want quite a lot. If memory serves, it's an optional weapon, but it's very, very fun to use. Alright, full ammo. Let's make this happen. Either I can get it now, which would make sense because I've got the super missile and the wave beam. Or I can't, but along the way I'll figure out what I need. So really, it's a win-win. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure I remember what this is. Also, it seems the tower uncrunched itself, so... I guess that is a missile capacity check. Which makes sense, given how ludicrously missile-hungry that thing is. Wait, I might not have enough missiles for this. Especially if those guys aren't going to drop any. I'm not not sure if those guys just straight up do not drop missiles, or if I've just gotten hilariously unlucky. They do at least explode if I get near them. Box luck moment. Oh. Well then. Maybe it's that I need to destroy them myself instead of making them explode. Let's try standing back so that they don't explode immediately. In the meantime, I'll finish off this ice cream sandwich because it's almost entirely melted and is going to become a mess. Pardon me. Sorry about that. They don't seem to have respawned. Hello there. Missiles, please. I must have to kill these things myself. Are you absolutely certain that these things drop missiles? Because like that's feeling like an unlikely thing. That's feeling unlikely right about now. I thought enemies weren't supposed to drop health if you were at full health. How many do I even need? 5, 10... I need 20 missiles, so that's 3 drops. Or if my missile count drops below 5. I'm looking this up. Metroid Prime. Plated puffer drops. They only drop small energy capsules. I guess I just gotta come back here with more max missiles. Or 80 should get the job done. Plated beetle, well-armored burrowing insect, vulnerable only in the rear abdomen. Creature's thick cranial plating can repel frontal attacks. This gives it an advantage in combat, allowing it to make ramming attacks, only surfacing when it detects vibrations above. It then maneuvers itself so as to always face its rival, keeping its exposed abdomen protected. Alright. I want to get over there somehow. Let's start by checking out that other door that I couldn't get to before. Right? That will be lonely. Well, that's a refresher if nothing else. There's an ice beam door there. I may as well go check it out anyway. Oh, wait, missile expansion. Serendipitous, I need one of those. Luckily, the water in here is no longer poisoned since I killed the boss of the Chozo Ruins. Needs more fall. Oh, that's actually the boss chamber. Ow. Wait, wasn't there... I think there might have been something in here. The shape of that room is kind of vaguely spider-ballish. Also, I hear an upgrade. I'm gonna poke around looking for that. Luminescent cylinders functioning at 80%. It's a cylinder, I swear. It's not that I didn't know that that's what that sound meant. It's more that I just, like, was kind of filtering it out. Ah, here we are. Like, that's just background droning. A sandstone wall, awesome. Personally, I wouldn't make metallic plating out of sandstone, but that's just me. Okay, this is feeling like where I want to be. I went the wrong way. Whoops. Oh, that leads here if you don't have space jump. That makes sense. That was actually an accident, but I'll take it. I was just sucking in the drops. Maybe this is a spider ball thing, maybe it isn't. Either way, with those upgrades, it was worth coming here. Oh, yep, spider ball. Awesome. And going by the presence of white doors. Never mind. I was gonna say, going by the presence of white doors, I think the ice team is gonna be up here. I do think the ice team's in the vicinity. Fate's just conspiring to make sure that I get the other upgrade before I actually find my way to the objective. Or at the very least, it's giving it a very honest try. Can you backseat a little bit? Once I get to this room, if I find nothing there, then sure. Unless it's not, like, progress backseating. Not progress? Alright, lay it on me. Hello there. I was just in where I found the charge beam. There's a missile expansion there. Hold on, I'm not sure off the top of my head which room that is. I think I remember, but not with confidence. I was just in there. Yes, but that doesn't mean I remember which one it actually is. Like, I don't remember exactly where I got the charge beam. But it's probably this one. Looked at the map and said it was fighter ball shape? Gotcha. Alright, I'll poke around in there a little bit more. Moderate mechanical activity indicates machine is still active. Oh, previous room? Hold on. I can hear a Yoshi from Super Mario Sunshine squirting juice. Do you hear that? Anyway. Alright, so there's a nonsense. Hello? Sediment Syndicate water ones float here. So there's a missile expansion in this room, you say? This seems like a fairly obvious place to check. Looks like there's a... Oh, hello. Oh, that is cheeky. Alright. I think I probably need Gravity Suit to collect that. But I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, getting here was a symphony of errors, but it finally happened. Oh, that's very rude. Can I roll out onto this pipe? No, I can't. That seemed like a cheeky place to hide a secret.
Recording to logbook.
Plated parasite, hardy member of the parasite family, invulnerable to most weaponry. A cousin to the parasite, these creatures are known for their amazing resilience. Field studies suggest a weakness to morph ball delivered weapon systems.
Recording to logbook.
What is this otherworldly pestilence that infests the land, seeking out life in its blind need for corruption? And where did the meteor that brought it originate? Was it crafted by alien hands? Or is it a rowing chunk of a planet that suffered a violent end? Our minds quail in horror at the thought that long ago, in some corner of the universe as yet unseen by our eyes, an entire planet was perhaps once coated with this great poison. Whatever cataclysm may have ruptured that doomed place must have been mighty indeed. And if other meteors from it spread through space, bearing this evil to the far corners of the universe, we hold fast to the hope that this is not so, that the only surviving remnants of this evil are here, on Talon 4. Then, at least, there is hope for its eradication. This feels like a thing that should be scannable. Vendesium floor. Vendesium was power bomb, right? I'm pretty sure Vendesium's power bomb. I might be here just a smidgen too early. But that does raise the question of, like, how I get in here. Yeah, that's probably power bomb. I feel like I'm missing something. Honestly, the main reason that I'm kind of fixated with being over here is because of this hint. So anyway, oh, I like the ambiance in here. I hear an upgrade, I see a half-type. I see an upgrade. There's an ice door there, a Choso lore there. Oh, simple enough.
Recording to logbook.
To the Entrusted One, if you read these words, then our hope has not been in vain. Your path is fraught with danger. Monstrosities beyond description lurk in the shadows. Starving, hunting for prey, searching for ways to quench the poisonous urges that bloom in their brains. Some of these are shrewd, but they are blinded by their evil designs. Believing in the black promise of the great poison, they seek to harness it for their own ends. It is these last that are the greatest danger. When you rid the universe of these creatures, you will be the true Entrusted One.
Recording to logbook.
I really like these ones. They're like messages directly to me rather than just like archives. None know if our temple, the Cradle, will prove powerful enough to contain this evil forever. For now, it wraps around that abomination, cutting it off from the world above. However, we believe the power of Cipher, which has been produced by linking the 12 artifacts, should be strong enough. The fate of this world is now left to the one who will collect all the artifacts in the future. The time when the Entrusted One knows is approaching. Many Chozo are gifted with a distant sight, and even more begin to learn it as our harmonization with the universe becomes more and more complete. We peer forward, seeing prophecy in the ripples of the water, hearing rumors of coming days on the breath of the wind. Though we celebrate the distant sight, many of these visions are dark. The worst of the prophecies and the most common tells of the coming of the worm. Born from parasites, nurtured in a poisoned womb, the worm grows, devouring from within, until the world begins to rot. Not all prophecies come to pass, of course, but we cannot help but fear this dark portent. Wonderful. Okay, bit of a dead end. I'm a little bit scared of making too much progress. Wow, none of them dropped anything. That feels like I'm making forward progress. Wow, they repaired that quickly. Maybe I'm supposed to boost ball up there, power bomb, get into that slot. I feel like this should be open first though if I'm gonna do that. Then again, it might just be an indicator. Cool, it was just an indicator. Okay, this is nowhere near as complicated as I was making it in my head. Which is practically my motto, come to think of it. Well, that was rude. Let's try that again. I did it! Would you like to go for the bomb jump? Good to know. Also, I'm glad that I doubled back. Also, if memory serves, 80 is what I said would be the number of missiles I'd like before I tried that thing again. We're gonna take a 5-minute break here. Please use this time to refill your beverage, go to the bathroom, anything that would take you approximately 5 minutes. Samus is in no hurry. This music is really loud. Hall of Banner text reads the Hall of the Elders. Identified as a statue of a Chozo Elder. According to Chozo lore, these statues served as the watchful guardians. Going seems fun to you? Alright, it's just not to me then. According to Chozo lore, these statues served as the watchful guardians of tombs and shrines. Its outstretched hands are empty as if awaiting an offering. Some sort of plug is covering this slot. Minor energy readings indicate that a small explosive device is installed. Safety shield online, window secure. Ah, my bones. But I lived. Things bound to earthly shapes are temporal and frail. Existing in a single dimension, they are fragile, vulnerable, and ultimately mortal. However, not all things obey this law. Shapeless, they wake beyond the realm of perception, emerging only when one arrives who can feel their presence. Such is the will of the Chozo. Our will to defeat the evil seeping into this planet remains. We desire only to see the darkness meet its end. The will of the Chozo has no mind or reasoning of its own, though. This will be the Entrusted One's trial. Also, thank you for the rotation. Chozo Ghost, spectral entity. Bioelectric field invulnerable to natural energies. As these entities phase in and out of existence, the only way to track them accurately is with X-ray scanning. This partially phased nature makes them invulnerable to natural energy types, such as fire, ice, and electricity. Their aggressive and erratic behavior is most likely due to the corrupting effects of Phazon in the Talon 4 environment. They appear to be drawn to Chozo religious sites, where they wreak havoc upon anything that dares enter the area. It said fire, ice, and electricity were no-go, but the power beam is just raw power, surely. That's how science works. Yeah, of course, Samus doesn't believe in ghosts. Do you see any? I don't. The doors have been unlocked. Oh, this might be Power Bomb, actually. Oh, never mind. He simply yeeted me. As one does. This would be a map room. I'm so used to Chozo statues being upgrades.
Recording to logbook.
Missile station. Oh. I saw M and I thought map. Oh, I wonder if I was supposed to use the missiles to fight the Chozo Ghost. Radiation collector designed to absorb and store solar energy. They appear largely decorative. Mechanical structure of bridge indicates it can be rotated. The Elder's greatest power lies beyond the second block. Let's try this again. Yeet me, chose no elder. I assume that's wave, ice, and plasma. Oh, I can open one of these. The field covering this slot is comprised of an erratic energy wavelength. This one is an energy signal affected by cold. And this one is an energy signal affected by heat. Rotate it. A new path has been opened. The best way to get around, having a statue physically yeet you. Thank you for the rotation. Normally low temperature at ruin site. They are really driving that point home, aren't they? Safety shield offline. Use caution near window. Okay, so now I can more easily get back up here without having to go through all that. If I feel so inclined in the future. Drainage shutoff is holding, maintaining the water level of the reflecting pool at 95%. Oh, how did you slip through? You shouldn't be here. Ban? Goodbye. Oh, you know what? I bet I blow these guys up with Morph Ball. And then I, like, boost Ball, to get up. Get exploded, nerd. This would definitely be a lot more, possible with the gravity suit. Telluric alloy. I don't recall what breaks telluric alloy. Oh, there we go. A simple power bomb. Let's go. Needs gravity when you have fluid dynamics. Drain cover destroyed. Pool is free of fluids. Yeah, if you don't have a gravity suit, a nice dose of good old-fashioned violence will do the trick. And the ice beam is just free for the taking. Wonderful. White doors can be opened with this question. What? with this weapon. I've always had a fondness for, like, ice-type attacks. I like freezing things. That looks like progress, so I'm not gonna go there just yet. Because I might encounter something like this. Talon Overworld East. I think that this is just a door conveniently near my ship. I'm not sure if I have to do something on this side to open it, or if it's just an ice beam thing. So I'll just check it out real quick. Worth it. Very worth it. Oh, and this is actually right by the... This is actually right by the frigate crash site. Oh, shoot. Okay, this feels a little too much like forward progress right now. I want to go back and check out that other path first. I thought that was just a fun shortcut back to the ship. Alright, what might be found over here? Talon Overworld South. Okay, so maybe this one is the shortcut.
Recording to logbook.
Seedling, plant-based ground feeder. Dorsal spines can be ejected in self-defense. Get frozen, nerd. Reach Tree Hall. In Metroid games, traditionally, a very powerful combination attack is a missile to freeze and then an ice beam to freeze and then a missile to shatter. It's usually quite effective. Rampant weakness due to severe water saturation. Bendesium detected. So that's Power Bomb. I'm not sure how I might get up there. down there. Hold on, there's rain hitting a platform that doesn't exist. Yep, that'll do it. We'll take an upgrade when we find it. Heck yeah. I don't know if I could get down there. I guess neither of those were a super quick shortcut back to the ship. Well, unless I feel like making a detour specifically to get the wave beam upgrade, then I should probably move on to the pirate frigate. How far away would that be? Literally as far away as it physically could be. That's a little bit annoying. But it's cool, I should get it. It's worth doing. Plus making my way back should be a lot faster. Actually, I also never opened these doors either. It's a bit of a shortcut. And what is this? Also a bit of a shortcut, I guess? Well, more options make the world feel richer at least. I enjoy that Morphball Samus leaves a trail when she boosts. And now I'm questioning how I get up there. Oh, you know what? I got the ice beam now. Let's try that out. Hold that thought. Beat the blonde ghosts. Yeah, let's see what the ice beam can get me. I actually legitimately forgot that this beam lock thing was here. That looks kind of just like a bumper, so I'm really curious what it'll actually do. Oh, it sends me down. Alright, alright. We take those. So I want to head back over this way, I think. What are you doing in here? Stop that. This isn't your room. I am wasting so many missiles. Oh, you know what? It's the Mendesium. I was like, hold on, there's a puzzle in this room that I should probably solve now. I forgot about the power bomb bit. It's a good thing that I didn't spend too long on that. I would be less... Oh, I bit my tongue. I would be less enthusiastic about going back to... Oh my goodness. I would be less enthusiastic about going back to this thing, but... if I don't get it now, I don't think I'll, like, organically find myself back in the area for quite some time. So in my mind, I may as well make the effort now. And then I'll have it in the meantime. All those beetles dropping missiles, like, foreshadowing is a literary device where... Alright, let's get back up there. There appears to be a bit of a ghost infestation in the Chozo ruins. Which I wouldn't mind so much if they weren't so loud about it. Oh yeah, no, if they were like locking the doors every time they showed up, that'd be really annoying. Luckily they don't appear to be doing that. At least for now. Only need 3 normal missiles to break these. Oh. Oh well. At this point I'm committed. Okay, that guy's gonna be annoying about this. There we go. Blasted, nerd. The Wave Buster. Mega Man would be proud. This powerful attack uses missiles while active. Using the wave beam, press and hold 1 to charge, then press 4 to fire. Hold 1 for continuous fire. You know, this thing is very, very fun to use, in my opinion. If memory serves, there's actually an artifact in that chamber over there. But I can't get that until I have the gravity suit. It's like I wouldn't have organically come back here until I had the gravity suit. And was looking for artifacts. I think that's what's in that room. If it's not an artifact, then I don't know if I'd have ever come back organically. Alright, let's get back to where I was. What's that static noise? Like, I'm not sure what static noise you're talking about. In-game? I'm not certain. Oh, it might have been the presence of like a Joseph ghost? I'm not sure. Oh wait, I hear it now. I think that's meant to be flowing water. I need grapple beam for this. That's audio glitching. Alright, in that case... let's save our game and do a little reboot. Hopefully it's not like embedded in the save file. Alright, game is saved. We'll turn that off. We'll turn it back on again. As previously disclosed, I'm using Prime Hack for this. And let's see if that fixes it. Right, sounds good to me. Yeah, when in doubt, turn it off and on again. It also applies to people. If something's just feeling wrong, physically or mentally, go to bed. Turn yourself off and on again. Ow, that's not how you turn me off. If you want to get me to fall asleep, the best way to do it is to, like, Gently read me a story. Give me like a hot drink. Wrap me in a warm blanket. Tell me that I've done well and that things are gonna be okay. Oh, or just for But I lived. Well, that's one way to put me to rest.
Received.
Unusual gravity patterns detected. Gravity pulses within Fenderana. Well, that sounds relevant to my interests. I want gravity. Did it get resetted? No, I'm still a pox. I don't think it can be cured. That's Talon Overworld. You know, the game's a little bit judgmental at times. Granted, it is because, like, I know roughly what's coming, that I know, like, what the items are. Like, if it just said gravitational anomaly, I wouldn't necessarily know exactly what that meant. But I'm pretty sure that that's gravity suit. Especially since, like, water traversal is one of the few obstacles left that I still can't really do anything about. Spoil the game's biggest prank? How so? You frozen, nerd. I'll save that for once I've investigated the gravitational anomaly. There. I think that might be Phazon. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's one way now. I don't think I can get back. This door has no power. But we know what vents mean.
Recording to logbook.
Oh shoot, they're crabs. Talon crab, crustacean native of Talon 4. Hard-shelled swarm life form. Once harvested for food, exposure to Phazon has seen this practice diminish. Creatures are timid and harmless alone, but can be a problem when traveling in swarms. Oh yeah, I got gooped.
to logbook.
Gel Zap, aquatic predator made of electrically bound skeletal halves. The Gel Zap's brain is located in the upper half of its body, while the heart and digestive tract occupy the lower half. Linked only by electrical impulses, the two halves somehow function effectively enough to launch the Gel Zap to the top of Talon 4's aquatic food chain. I love the word somehow in descriptions of creatures. Oh. It's like, how does this even function? Somehow.
Recorded to logbook.
Aqua Reaper. Powerful aquatic tentacle part of a submerged organism. Similar in nature to the surface-based Reaper vine, the Aqua Reaper has adapted to a liquid environment. It shares the poor vision of its rock-dwelling cousin, relying on a crude sonar sense to seek prey. Unhindered by water, the Aqua Reaper has considerable speed and strength. Yeah, Reaper mentioned. Gosh, I'm so slow. I might have to try killing this thing. I'm not sure if this is actually doing anything. Not killable yet? Oh, okay. I thought maybe I had to do that to get through. I guess maybe a power bomb might do it. Maneuvering without the gravity suit underwater is challenging, to say the least. Especially after I spent all that time getting used to being like super zippy. I'm pretty sure that guy's applying suction to me, which is very rude. Never said you could do that. I might be able to make this jump from here. Wonderful. This door has no power. 4 nearby conduits must be energized for it to open. Typical wave beam shenanigans. There we go. Oh geez, only one of them's actually near. Oh well, this isn't too bad. Could have been way worse. It's like it's more fall any faster. It kind of feels a little bit faster. Might just be placebo, but I think with the boost ball it like actually is. Removing the gravity suit is going to be so satisfying. I feel like that's probably part of why this segment is here. Like, to make sure how sick you are of underwater movement is fresh in your mind once that burden is alleviated. Primary door control inoperable. Auxiliary controls must be used. No power, no problem. Save point, love to see it. Let me in. Thank you. An energy tank lies within this crashed lift. Because of blast, that's insane. Some of them are freebies. We love a good freebie. Now, I'm not sure what that actually energized. I just saw it and I blasted it. Nothing wrong with a, Well, alright then. Auxiliary online. Oh, now I understand what you mean. I thought I had to come here. Like, I thought that I had to pass through here to get the gravity suit. Oh, that's incredibly, incredibly rude. As is that fish. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright. Alright. I got that. I acknowledge it. I'm not happy about it, but I acknowledge it. Got a box? No, I didn't. I don't like those fish. I really don't like those fish. Like, hey, let's yank you off the platform. Have fun climbing all the way back up, underwater. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Alright. maneuverability. Let's get out of here. And then we go back underwater. Only briefly though, thankfully. You know, I legitimately thought that I had to, like, even with the hint, I legitimately thought that I had to pass through the frigate to get there. Oh well, at least I got an energy tank out of it. I was like, wow, this energy tank is like really free. It's their constellation present. They're like, hey, listen, we're sorry we did this to you. Kind of. You know, that's 100% intentional, otherwise they wouldn't have mollified me with an energy tank. Alright, Phendrana Drifts was probably through Magmore Caverns. Best way to get there. I'm gonna save my game right here just in case. I do find it kind of funny that to get to the icy region, you have to pass through the fiery region. What do you appreciate about the Magmore Caverns? Oh, the music, right. Okay, that's Phendrana. Casual power trip area. Oh, it's a... Sorry, I didn't see your first comment. Traversal area that you have to cross pretty much all the time to move between maps. But every time you cross through it, a new upgrade you've gotten makes it significantly faster or more convenient. I feel that. I see the vision. I think the pirate frigate has the grapple beam in it. Oh, there's also an ice beam door up there that I should check out, if I can get up there. Get rotated, nerd. Now I'm the nerd You're getting rotated. Rotating lift platforms are in working order. Ow, ow, ow. That hurts. That burns. Looks like more fall bomb slots to rotate them. I will probably figure that out later. I'll go to that waypoint door. Something that I find kind of funny. If I'm not mistaken, I'm beginning and ending this stream in exactly the same save room. I'm pretty sure this is where I started tonight. Yeah, this is the one. I recognize this this lava thing. Well, that worked out pretty well. But yes, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it each and every time. Thank you for the head taps. Next scheduled stream is going to be on Sunday. The game is going to be Fate Extra. The next time I'm playing this game in particular is going to be on Monday. Did I say Fate Extra was on Monday? I meant Sunday. Whatever. Fate Extra Sunday, Metroid Prime Monday. Have a wonderful night. I hope to see you again.